Hey guys, my name's Steph, I'm Botanist Cool, and today we are painting the house Catfolk Bandits from the Monsters of Solan mini box / book. And if you guys like mini painting, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that follow button. And if you got any constructive criticism that is polite, leave it down in the comments. And if you have any things you want to say that are compliments, leave them down in the comments as well. Please gas me up a little bit. I would be extremely grateful. Anyways, these Catfolk Bandits, I'm just gonna call them Cat Bandits from now on. That just like rings better in my brain typically, so I'm just gonna do that. Were a lot of fun to paint. They basically had a one piece with a shirt underneath it, with different colors of reds and golds for like accents, a salmon sandwich in one hand and a gun in the other, which is kind of really cool. The cat inside the book is the gray cat with the brown whiskers and face and ears, which I do actually make one of these models as close to the book as possible. However, the book has it being a little bit more purpley with a little more distinction on some of those smaller details like the belt. However, I kind of made it all one piece with a darker blue and then a lighter blue on the actual sleeves, which I quite enjoyed doing, with the red yarn going across the chest and stomach and all the way to the back, and the yellow scarf, which I thought was some really good colors. I'm being perfectly honest, I quite enjoyed this color palette. And not to mention the leather and metal armors on its shoulders and its knees, which I thought were also, again, really cool. There's some nice touches. And I got to use a lot of what I had learned in the past on these models. As an example, I was talking last time with my tiefling outlanders about how I was a little disappointed in how I used the washes and did not wait for the washes to dry. On these models, I actually gave the washes time to dry and then painted over them for highlights, and I think it came out better. However, there's still something I'm missing, a je ne sais quoi that's like, the washes seem so, I guess the best way to put it is separated from the paint over. It feels like it's so separate and not really part of it. It's just kind of like putting a screen behind something and then putting a screen in front of you and knowing one color's in front of the screen, one color's behind the screen. I'm not sure how to solve that yet, if I'm being perfectly honest, but I am trying to learn, and I think that I did get the ability to learn a bit more about it actually as I messed with it later on and had a little bit more fun with it outside of the actual stream itself. It was a pretty good time to really be had and just kind of understanding how to do things, why I want to do things, etc., etc. And I had a lot of fun with a lot of these smaller details. I want to specifically call out the armor pieces, which had depressions inside them that I painted brown to like be leathery, and then the outsides being a silver metal color, which actually I got to play with a few more metals, got to add in and change things with washes and all that kind of stuff. Again, it was a lot of fun to really experience just kind of the detail work and how to really have precision work in such a unique model, or such a unique way of this model going. And I remember very distinctly actually working on the yarn balls in the back, primarily because one of the yarn balls came broken, or rather not fully glued into the model. It was actually protruding from the model, but the yarn balls actually were parts that I was quite proud of. I did layer a red on them first. I then put a wash on there, and then I was able to dry brush red that made it look very natural, unlike, in my opinion, what happened with the stomach, where I just kind of painted over it. And I'm wondering if there's a way to dry brush a bit better, or a bit more, I suppose, naturally, or brush a bit more naturally on that kind of rounded big old belly surface these cats got. And get that right. I was actually really happy with how I did the scarves as well. They're not perfect, but I'm really happy with how I ended up shading them, blending them, etc., and how it ended up all going really well. Overall, these Catfolk were some bandits I was really proud of doing, and really happy I got done the way they got done. I was really happy with them. Let's talk about these stats real quick. Again, most of these things from this book seem to be a great, they say it's a CR2, but has more health than like the Outlanders from the last time. Let me double check that. The Outlanders have like 61 health. These guys have 72 health. And could do a bit more damage from what I could tell. And have a, yeah, they have like a scimitar does 1d6, a blunderbuss that does 1d4, and another blunderbuss range attack which does 2d8 plus 3. They have the potential to do a lot more damage, in my personal opinion. I think a group of these guys is gonna be a lot harder than a group of tiefling outlanders, but that's besides the point. They're also really strong with charisma, of course, and dexterity, high acrobatics, high deception, high stealth, probably a pretty good persuasion if your party is fond of cats, and a very keen smell. The special ability, you can't stay mad. The house has perfected the art of feigning regret. Oh no! These guys are very deceptive. They are very fun. They literally just got, oh, not the cat. The Catfolk have the advantage on charisma saving deception checks. Oh my god. These guys are wild. I think that they would make a great detective heist kind of thing you could do for them very easily, or maybe even like a team up thing where you have a cat who's trying to team up and steal something and then they betray the party or something. I think there's a lot of fun you could do with them. And yeah, they are... Whoa, they can make 3 melee attacks, 2 scimitar attacks, and 1 blunderbuss butt attack. Oh my god, so yeah, that's a lot of damage. They can exchange a scimitar attack with a blunderbuss attack if floated. Oh my god. So at max, these guys could do 3 attacks. 2 with the scimitar, 1 with the blunderbuss, or exchange a single scimitar attack. So 1 scimitar, 1 blunderbuss, 1 blunderbuss butt attack. So that's gonna be 1d6 plus 3, plus 2d8 plus 3, plus 1d4 plus 3 if all 3 hits attack. Oh my god, yeah, that's... God, that's pretty brutal. With that stealth, and if you wanted to give them a bit of a sneak attack bonus for being like a rogue or a ranger or a bandit, that's a deadly amount of damage. You're gonna want some higher level people with that. Oh my god. Anyways, they're a fun little creature to have. I think they'd make I think 1 or 2 would make a great addition to a heist or a quest very similar to that. Also, I did forget to mention, I did make one of these cats like an orange cat, like, you know, a cute little orange cat. I was thinking of Garfield at the time, if I'm not gonna lie, the Garfield the cat, all that lasagna he eats, but I did quite enjoy painting them, and I think that they do make some really great additions to the game if you want to kind of have it as a one-off character, or even a recurring character of this sly catfolk who just really is doing stuff that gets under like the player skins, but not quite like burning bridges. I think that could be a little fun, like, especially because everyone loves a good cat. You just have to pet him and scritch him and give him a little good like tuna thing. Oh my god, the actual like little salmon sandwich, which was surprisingly hard to do, I'm not gonna lie, because of like how many angles there were and stuff. That was that was a really fun little twist to it. I really enjoyed that part. It really adds a lot of charm to this model, which again, I just really enjoyed and I thought was really cute and a lot of fun. It's a good model. I had a lot of fun with it, and I do intend to make like a black cat one in the future, and I decided to call him like the red yarn again because I made all the yarn red, and I'm pretty happy with how I did the yarn. But again, I'm also going to be really excited to use my skills I have learned in future models and make those better as well. Actually, these are some of the first guys I think I actually primed to get ready for painting, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. The priming just ended up being like the best thing I could do for prep for my models, which I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Steph, you didn't prime before. That's, you know, some of your models turned out worse from it. I'm like, you're right, but hey ho, I just primed them today. I just primed them now, you know what I'm saying? Now it's prime, now it's worked, it's fine now. I will prime everything in the future, or most everything in the future, so it's fine, it's fine, don't worry about it. Anyways, enjoy the last like turnarounds of these Catfolk bandits. I hope y'all enjoyed them. I know I did. Again, like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed the video. And the full video, the full like 3-hour video will be out at like noon today, so enjoy it then when it comes out. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope you had a good one. Stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye everyone!